Hello. We're here on the Triple M show. We haven't been recording for like 10 weeks or so because we were busy with exams, and some days we would say we're going to the mall. So yeah, we did skip recording like a lot of times.
It was worth it.
Yes, very worth it. We
got our report. It was good.
Yeah. And we had a great time, but yeah, we also did miss recording. I don't know if Michael did because he's Michelle Mahuka. I am Michaela. Okay, so yeah, we do not look alike.
It's time for us to get into today's story. So Michaela, why don't you tell us what do you think today's story is about?
Daniel.
Oh, she was reading my mind. So today's story is about Daniel. Our last video was about the last time we did Daniel, we were talking about Daniel and his bros. So this time around we're talking about Daniel and the lion's den. So this is quite a very interesting story and teaches us that we should believe more and trust God more than on our own understanding. So you see what happened. So there was these 3 people, in this case called wise men. So these wise men were very jealous at Daniel. Imagine that, Michaela. It's like your best friend being jealous that you are more popular than them. Have you ever experienced that?
Comment down below.
There we go. So they were very jealous, right? So they tried to get Daniel out. So they sat together and thought nicely
in their chairs. They're like, yo, what should we do? I mean, like, yo, Daniel's getting more attention. Blah, 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 blah. They're like, oh, we should destroy him. And then one of them thought of an idea. Right? He believes in the God above.
They told the king that whoever worships other gods except the king himself will get thrown into a lion's den. And I think, or may not think, it took like 30 days. Like 30 days for this. What can I say? 30 days till they can start worshipping other gods again. So then, after that, Daniel's like, okay, I don't care, so I'm just going to pray to God. Imagine if that was you in that situation. Your best friend is trying to do something to you, like trying to make sure that you're no more popular and you lose a lot of friends and that you are like a nerd or something. So what I would say is that after that, Daniel still prayed, and these people knew that he prayed 3 times a day. These people must have been stalkers, eh? Imagine someone watching your every move. What time you're praying, what time you're eating, what time you're at the king's palace. Imagine that. Or what time you're walking the streets, or what time you're in your car driving down the road with your Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. They can stalk you in any car. Even put a tracker.
Or should we say, an AirTag?
Yes, you're right.
Anyway, back to the story. So then they told King Darius, we have someone who has broken the law. So then they came. Then they threw him into the lion's den.
By like swinging him or just pushing him?
I don't know.
Okay.
I actually don't know. We don't commit violence here. So, back to our story. So then, Afterwards, King Darius could not sleep. He could not sleep. Imagine you just thought about something about someone you dearly loved and they were getting hurt. Maybe like someone who was in prison and you couldn't sleep. And imagine if they were going to get free the next day. So you wouldn't, or when you're going to get exciting news, you would stay up. Maybe like tomorrow's your birthday. You would stay up, Moss. You won't fall asleep. You'll be thinking about, yo, tomorrow's my birthday.
I have one. Unusual when it's your birthday, right? You feel like you don't want to sleep. Let me tell you what you would do. First things first, you can't sleep. You get out the bed. You take your dog or your cat. You play with them as much as you can till you get tired. You still don't. You get a glass of water. You run around. You can't. Then you get a glass of milk. You started getting the sleepy vibes. Then you go on your iPad or your phone and then you start doing this.
Oh,
watching. That's what I did.
Okay, that's enough of that. Last thing I checked, there was nothing about mobile phones in the Bible. So, anyway, he could not sleep. So early in the morning, which I don't want to wake up, but I have to because of school. Anyway, early in the morning, he told the people to roll down the stone. Then they're like, Daniel, if your God is actually really true, my English, you would be alive.
You would still be alive. Answer me.
So then afterwards, he called out saying, God came and shut the mouths of the mighty lions. Whoever thinks that a mighty lion is the king of the jungle or king of animals, he's actually really not. Imagine, God could close his mouth, meaning that God can also help you with your problems too, just how he helped Daniel. Michaela, what do you think the moral of the story is?
Honestly, the moral of the story is not to get jealous. I don't know. Okay, I'm just doing what comes to mind. Not to get jealous, to be kind, to not worship any other god except the one. I'm not saying like you can't, you force. I'm not forcing anyone, but yeah, about you not worshipping the god you worship, but it's best you worship the God that is real, not like Buddhas and blah. Yes.
No offense.
Yes. Not to be rude, ne?
No
Excuse.
We all understand that you guys have a different way of worshipping a god. So we don't take that as an offense.
And we're not trying to ruin. Yeah. And let us all remember that without God, we should remember even if you're going through tough times, you will still be alive. The same how Daniel was alive from lions.
And that was us with the greatest story of all time, Daniel and the Lion's Den. Tune in next time to see another wonderful story. Bye guys!
Peekaboo!